All right, what's going on, everybody? I figure we get the party started a little bit early since there's so many of you guys hanging out in the stream. We're gonna get things going right here. Yeah, I figured I'll be early for once. Let me just make sure my microphone is all good. Yeah, microphone is good. Camera's good. What's going on? Bruno's in here. Great to see you. Hope all is well. We got Pat in the building. I saw a lot of European members of our community were lucky enough to use the links and were successfully able to grab many sets. Now, from what I understand, if there's any Europeans in here, please let me know. But I've been communicating with some people over the last few minutes. They said everything's sold out except for Transylvania. Can anybody confirm? Like, is Transylvania now sold out? Apparently, everything's sold out. Popcorn Wagon, Antique Shop, Mushroom Village, and the Thieves of Tortuga all sold out in 8 minutes. So if there's any Europeans in here, please let me know if I thought Transylvania was going to sell out in every region right off the bat. But we got Leet Sanders says, FYI, the page in the link auto refresh for me. I had one open for popcorn, another for shop, added both and bought them both at once. Was pretty quick. All right, there you go. It is still available. Oh, wow. All right, so they must have made quite a few extra Adventure in Transylvania sets, which is good if you were one of the people who missed out on it. What's going on, Michelle? Great to see you. We got Mr. Fluffy in here. Great to see you as well. Slapshonians. I like that. Very nice. The like button may need your attention. Please don't beg. I try not to beg for the like button. You know, that's why I say like and subscribe at the end of our videos, because like I watch YouTube just like all of you guys, and sometimes some creators like push it way too much. So that's why I like to do it at the end. You know, if you made it this far and you like our content, do me a favor, like and subscribe. So you know what, we'll say it in the front here as Moon Shoes has brought it to everybody's attention. If you guys want, please feel free to hit the like button. But let's talk about these sets. Let's talk about the best way to get these. We'll break down the European drop and how that could potentially affect us here in the United States. Now, the European market is different from the United States market in terms of what collectors go after. For instance, from what I understand, based on previous years, castle sets and medieval sets in general just are not as popular in Europe, possibly because there's just a castle on every corner. You know, and castle is very popular here in the United States. So I'm very curious to see if Adventure in Transylvania is going to sell out quick here in the United States. Yes. Thank you, Velva, for bringing this up. Yeah, I worked really hard. So it was around 2:30 this morning. I managed to find all of these backdoor links, and I've updated the description of this live stream with those links. They're also in the pinned comment of the video that I just posted a couple hours ago. You know, we can spam them throughout the extent of this live stream here in the chat as well. So yeah, trying to do everything I can to help you guys be successful. I will say this, you know, a lot of people have said their orders have been going through. Just remember, if your order goes through, there's still a chance that it could get canceled. So the best thing that you can do is you could try to get your order through, because that's going to at least get you a shot at getting one of these sets. Ideally, your confirmation order is essentially going to be like the shipping confirmation. Once your item is in transit, then you know you're in the clear. You got one. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, they were hard to find, but a couple people helped me out. We've had some really big names in the community reach out to me over the last week to 2 weeks and been so, you know, just forthcoming with offering assistance and help with the channel and everything. And I'm just so grateful for that. So it's truly an amazing community. What's going on, Zarina? Good luck to everybody. My FOMO was big at the original release, so I am good. Yeah, I'm right there with you. We bought all 5, but there's a lot of people who weren't around the Bricklink Designer Program when this series originally dropped, so it's a good opportunity for everybody to potentially get one. I think 4 out of the 5 of these sets, you know, with the exception of Adventure in Transylvania, which is something that I kind of hinted at in today's video, they're all relatively affordable on the secondary market. Like, you're going to be paying like 10 to 30% more than market. But unfortunately, Adventure in Transylvania, when you factor in all of the fees and shipping, you're looking at paying double. So double that $350 cost. So you definitely want to try to get it today if you can. I have no FOMO this time. Yes. Okay. This is the #1 question I have been answering all morning. The links are not active yet. So you will not be able to, like, if you click on one of the links, it's just going to take you to an empty cart on Lego's website. They're not going to activate until the drop goes live. So that is the number one question. So the links are going directly to the Dutch page and not the US one. Oh, interesting. Well, even though if you're logged in, they should still work. All sets are still available on the French website. Oh, interesting. All right, let me look at those really quick. Yeah, because there was a lot of these links. So the person who actually gave me the links, that makes sense. They're from directly from Denmark, so that would make sense. But they should still work for the US site. But we'll figure it out as we go. Let me see who else is here. We got Chris in the building. I don't need anything from this series, so best of luck to everybody. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are like, there's like two camps here. Like some people are saying they need a couple sets, and then other people are like, nope, I'm good. I'm completely sitting this one out. If you are sitting this one out, that's completely okay, because we have Series 8 pre-order happening on June 9th, which is only like 6 weeks away. We also have Series 9 pre-order happening in November or October. I can't remember off the top of my head. We can actually click on it right here. The Series 9 sets, October. Okay. October 7th. And then Series 10 goes up in February. So there's lots of opportunities to get Bricklink Designer Program sets for your collection. If you missed out on Series 5, or if you don't have the budget for Series 5, guys, please don't overspend. Like, don't break the budget for anything. Lego is a luxury. It's not a necessity. Like, as much fun as it would be to own a lot more sets, you know, we all have to hold ourselves back, especially we got May 4th coming up here in 2 weeks. And there's so many big things happening with that, especially if you're a Star Wars fans. First off, I also noticed this year is like the first year they're including non-Star Wars sets in their big May 4th promotional period. So really interesting times right now. And I think even though we're not seeing a lot of sales in stores, I actually am in the process of filming a hunt video for the first time, going around to a bunch of our local retailers, looking for the Series 29 CMFs. Haven't been successful yet, but I'm still looking. We haven't seen many sales, and I think the sales are coming. Like, I think as soon as May 4th is done, we're going to roll into some spring/summer clearance. We're due for another big double points directly from Lego on all of their sets. And then, like I mentioned, we got multiple Bricklink Designer Program series on the horizon. So there's lots of things coming. Oh my gosh, we got another new channel member. I did want to shout out Brick Agent became a channel member this morning. So thank you so much, 001 Brick Agent. I love your avatar there as well. Really appreciate that. And then Luke just became a channel member. So thank you guys so much. We actually just did a full update of our channel member thank you base plates over the weekend for our 10,000 subscriber live stream party. Thank you to everybody who came out to that. I missed. Oh, thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. I missed a couple things in the chat here. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, like, that is the big point of this stream, to help you guys answer some questions. Is Rakuten available for this too? Though I keep getting my Lego purchases as ineligible. So here's how it works. If you want to get your Rakuten credited for Bricklink, you have to add a non-exclusive Lego item to your order. Now, with some of these selling out as quickly as they do, sometimes you don't necessarily have the time to go add a brickhead or add a small city set or a speed champion vehicle or something like that. So it's a risk. The other thing too is with the Rakuten processing for Bricklink Designer Program, even if you add that non-exclusive item to your cart, they sometimes just kick it back because they see something Bricklink Designer Program related in your order. If you reach out to their customer service, like this is another thing I feel like I'm starting to become a broken record over. Rakuten is amazing. Their customer service is top notch. If you reach out to them and say, hey, here's my order number, here's the date of the order, here's the amount that was in the order, here's my name and everything, they like 99% of the time credit your account with the cash back. The other thing too with Bricklink Designer Program in terms of Rakuten is sometimes you won't get the cash back credited to your account until the sets ship. So I got a random notification the other day for like a random amount of money that had been credited to my account. I didn't know what it was for because I hadn't purchased anything that day. And it was actually for Bricklink Series 6 that, you know, already shipped. We were already charged for in November. It was one of the sets from that order. There was like $14 that just popped up. So sometimes with Rakuten, you just have to be a little patient too. What's the difference between the links on your page and the email that I got 30 minutes ago? So the email that you got 30 minutes ago is the Bricklink link. So that link is going to take you right to Bricklink's page. It's going to look very similar to this. And you're going to be able to click on the Thieves of Tortuga, and it's going to give you an option to purchase it. It's going to kick you over to Lego's website. Now, the backdoor links that I was able to find should take you right to your Lego website in your country. As long as you're logged into it, make sure to log into your insider account, and you'll be able to just bypass the Bricklink site. And from everybody who I spoke to this morning, and I saw multiple comments come in and messages and stuff, the links were working for them. So you can always try the quick buy link. If the quick buy link is not working for you, then you can just go back to the regular Bricklink link and then go through their website. It's all going to lead you to the same place. And maybe there isn't as much of a sense of urgency, which I think is great. Like, I don't want to see these sets sell out in 5 seconds. Like, I want people to have an opportunity to be able to, you know, click on the Mushroom Village, add it to their cart, make sure they have the correct payment on file, and then check out successfully. So hopefully, maybe they have more stock of Series 5, and that's why they didn't do Series 5 and Series 6 together. And that's the other interesting thing. We should be seeing a Series 6 second chance drop at some point later this year, because Series 6 shipped and we got it around when did we get it? Like, last month, right? Yeah, I just did the review on the Wolfpack Outlaw Den. Yeah, so that came out. So we should be seeing maybe a second chance drop end of summer potentially, which is pretty cool. Good point about the delayed Rakuten credit. You won't get your insider points on BDP until they ship as well. Yes, that's another big thing, Chris. Thank you for letting everybody know about that. Yeah, insider points don't add to your account, because if you, it's smart on Lego's part. Like, if you order Bricklink Designer Program sets and then you cancel and they've already credited your account with insider points, well, then they got to go back and retract the insider points. So I think it's just better if you get the insider points when it ships. Do you know when the UCS Millennium Falcon is retiring? It is retiring, according to many reputable sources, at the end here of 2026. Now, I have a sneaky suspicion, and this is going to go more into some Star Wars videos that I have coming out later in the week. I think Lego is going to be messing around with the Star Wars retirement lists quite a bit, because we have the 50th anniversary of Star Wars coming up next year in 2027. So, you know, some big sets like the UCS Millennium Falcon, UCS Jabba Sail Barge, I'm kind of thinking they're going to get extended, because if I'm Lego and you've got this giant anniversary year for your most profitable franchise in your company, then, you know, I'm going to look to want to extend some of these legendary sets. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of sets are being rumored to go out the door very soon, but they kind of did this last year, though, in the beginning of the year. And that's why, like, retirement lists, like, are constantly changing, and it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. But there was a lot of Star Wars sets that were rumored last year to retire, and then they were extended right after May 4th, which I think they kind of did on purpose, because they wanted everybody to go, because they know, like, we all follow the leaks and we all follow the retirement list, and they wanted everybody to spend as much money as possible for May 4th. So I have a really important, like, I have two big May the 4th videos coming out. The first one's going to be on Wednesday, and the second one will be on Monday. Both of them are critical. You have to watch them in order to effectively prep your budgets for the May the 4th promotional period. But today we're talking Bricklink. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have about anything, but I definitely want to make sure we hit all the Bricklink stuff. Mr. Fluffy just gifted a Slapshot Bricks membership. Holy smokes, that was incredibly kind of you. Yeah, we actually just hit, over the weekend, we just hit 75 channel members, which is incredible. If we hit 100 this year, we're definitely going to be doing some kind of huge, like, massive blowout giveaway stream celebration. So the fact that we're already at 75 is just truly incredible. And then we got Hendo. Guys, yeah, remember, if you are a channel member, you get that 1 anniversary free super chat every single month. He says, any chance you're aware of set 3541? I don't off the top of my head. There's only a few sets that I know the numbers of off the top of my head. Oh, I did. Oh, I actually, it's funny. I had this set as a kid. Let me bring this up. The little NHL sets, they came in like the canisters, like Bionicle. Yeah, I did have this set back in the day. They were fun. They had like the big rink, but you had to like twist the mechanism, and the guy would hit the pucks. We were constantly losing the pucks. It was crazy. Yeah, this was one of the few Lego sets I remember having as a kid. And it would be cool if Lego did something again, collaborating with the NHL. I mean, they're doing the FIFA collaboration. They've done collaborations with the NBA, doing F1. Come on. Can we get the NHL going once again, especially right now? It's playoff season. If they could schedule something for like next year around this time, I think it would be a huge hit. They canceled the UCS Razor Crest right before the new movie. That's true. Yeah, the UCS Razor Crest. But I think that was strategic. So the UCS Razor Crest retired just before the new movie coming out next month because, that technically is an outdated Razor Crest. So now they got the new Razor Crest, so they want everybody to buy the new one. But that's a great point, though, Bruno. Man, that doesn't help with my Falcon UCS versus Venator UCS decision. Yeah, that's a tough one. I still don't have the UCS Venator, so I'm trying to figure that out. Do you think clicking the links on two devices and added to the same cart checking out will work? So the last time, it's great to see you, Sappy. The last time we did this, some people did say that they had a tablet open, their phone, and a laptop, and they just like added to everything. And then whenever it popped up in their cart, that's when they checked out on whatever device. So multiple devices can't hurt, I got you. Don't buy one. Oh my gosh. Thank you, dude. Hendo, that would be a crazy throwback set because I didn't have a lot of Lego growing up as a kid. I'm not trying to say that like, I was not fortunate or anything. It's just, I played hockey. Like we didn't have like a lot of toys and stuff because like our livelihood was like sports and activities and going outside and playing that way, like throwing a football around and stuff like that. But man, to have one of those in my collection again would be truly incredible. We'll talk because I'll pay shipping or I got to throw you something at least. So says congrats on the 10K. Thank you so much, So. Any insight if there will be a micro scale Ninjago workshops on rewards? No, not at this time. Separated Brick. I loved your comment this morning on the video, by the way. I appreciate you saying such kind words. I don't foresee them doing although it would make a lot of sense because this year's the 15th anniversary of Ninjago. I just don't see them doing another series of the microscale Ninjago unless they have like 3 or 4, because it seems like whenever they do some of those insider awards and like GWPs, they do it in like clusters. So if they could do, if they did like a mini Ninjago workshops and then a mini Ninjago Old Town, like that would be cool. But I could foresee them waiting until like 2 more big sets come out, and then they'll do like another wave of 4 smaller microscale sets. Or maybe there is no plans to make any more, but that was a very popular set. Everyone lost pucks from that set. Yeah, they should have just given you like 50 pucks, Oh gosh, who's getting in trouble with their wife? Just say it's an investment. That's usually that's usually not good. Have you seen how cool some of the June sets look? That vintage train looks awesome. Yeah, I wanted to get everyone's opinion. So I really like doing the leak videos, and I need everyone's advice here and your opinion if you guys want to see me do a reaction video to all of the city sets. I'm fired up. The only reason I'm asking you guys is just because there are a lot of creators who specifically wait until the pictures come out and then they do their reaction videos and they do their reveal videos. So I don't want to like bore you guys with pictures you've already seen 1,000 times. We'll see. I was actually thinking about making it today, and then Joanna like reminded me. She's like, no, you got BDP tomorrow, you got to make a quick BDP video. So that's why I did that. And then we got Star Wars, and then I'm behind on a lot of my builds, and I'm doing the CMF hunt and everything. So it's a lot going on. I'm late. Did the second chance drop happen? No, it did not. Scooby-Doo, you still got 44 minutes. Happy wife, happy life. Amen. Like 100%. When Joanna's not happy, that's you gotta fix that. She's not happy. very often. She's generally very happy, but usually when she's not happy, thankfully, it's most of the time it's not my fault. But when it is my fault, I'm like, all right, we got to figure this out. Let's get things back on track. If you played hockey, then that is very fortunate. Hockey is very expensive. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I was very fortunate as a kid to play hockey. One of the things I did to offset the cost of my hockey fees, like with the teams and all the travel and everything, is I also was a referee. So my father got me into that from a very young age. So I would go referee, or the proper name is officiate. I would officiate like 3 or 4 games a day, and like on the weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays, and in addition to playing. And the money that I would earn from doing that, I started it when I was 10, that would offset the cost of some of these very expensive travel teams that I was on. I was also fortunate enough, a lot of the travel teams that I was on, since I was all right. Like, I was pretty good. They waived some fees for me, just because I was playing with a lot of wealthy kids. And, because I was refereeing too, like, I'm getting all those extra hours of skating. I could outskate quite a few people. My stamina was pretty good. I took a lot of pride in my puck handling. My shot wasn't the best, so I would score most of my goals within like 10 to 15 feet of the net. I wasn't one of those guys with a shot up until college. College is when I developed my slap shot, but I never had like a really good like snapshot or wrist shot. But anyway, we could talk hockey all day. Yes to the city set reactions. All right, Greg, we can put something together for sure. When Joanna's not happy, John is sleeping on the sofa. It's funny. We have a ridiculously comfy sofa. So if I was to sleep on it, it would not be a punishment. Like, we have, just for whatever reason, just a really comfortable couch. Is it just me, or do the Bricklink set pieces just look better? Shiny, less scratches. It's the same parts that they use for regular sets, so it could just be perception. Maybe, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say that the Bricklink Designer Program sets are way more exciting right now than most of what Lego is putting out, and for some themes, I'd have to agree. Like, I think the Antique Shop and Adventure in Transylvania and Thieves of Tortuga. Well, maybe not Thieves of Tortuga because that's like a pirate set, but if I had to choose between Shopping Street Modular and Antique Shop, 100%, I would pick that. If I had to choose between, there's not much castle offerings right now from Lego, but if I had to choose between the Horse Knight Castle and the Adventure in Transylvania, yeah, no brainer. And if I had to choose between like a 3-in-1 pirate ship, which the new one doesn't look good. Oh, if I was to do a reaction video, I'd definitely include the 3-in-1 sets as well, because I do like the Creator 3-in-1. But the new Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship looks so boring. And I would definitely choose Thieves of Tortuga in a heartbeat. If you had to choose Thieves of Tortuga or the Black Pearl, which one would you choose? That would be an interesting one. Do you need a special account to order on Bricklink? Nope. Della, that's a great question. So last year, at the end of the year, Bricklink and Lego merged everyone's insider's account. So as long as you've done the merge, then you should be able to log into Bricklink just like normal if you were logging into Lego. You were hit by a puck on Friday, dude. You got to be careful. Were you watching the game? Travel hockey is pricey. I can relate. Yeah, it was expensive when I was a kid, and now I'm sure it's like through the roof. So where did I go to college? I went to the United States Merchant Marine Academy. It is one of the 5 fully funded military academies. So if you guys have heard of West Point, it's one of the sister schools. So there's West Point, Annapolis, Merchant Marine, Coast Guard, and Air Force. I went to Merchant Marine, and I was very fortunate to get a full scholarship. So John needs a hockey channel because clearly he doesn't have enough to do. So when I'm cleared to skate again, I do want to. Did you guys see there was like a really cool reel that was going around where a hockey player was stopping like right before some huge sets and then spraying snow? Like, I can 100%. I would do that. I would love to make content doing that. I'm excited for all of the June City sets. Going to get all of them except for the pizza delivery set. I have too many pizza sets. Hey, nothing wrong with that. When John's in trouble, he's banned from the Lego studio. Yeah, that would be worse. If I couldn't come to the studio, that would be much worse than the couch. If these Bricklink sets sell so well, why do you think they don't produce more, even do them as a regular release? So this is an interesting question, and I think we will get to the point. Like, I don't know if it's going to happen with Series 8, Series 9, Series 10. I think the quantities are going to be upped once again. Now, Alex Kostelik, the head of the Bricklink Designer Program, has stated that they can't, but it's Lego. And if they're opening up a new factory in Virginia, where there's a will, there's a way. Or what I should say is, like, if there's a way to make money, Lego's going to do it. So I definitely foresee, if the program continues to get so much more popular the way we've been seeing it trend upward, especially over the last 12 months, they will definitely be producing more sets. However, on the flip side, this may be a hot take, but I think if these were produced as regular sets, I don't think they would sell very well because they're unlicensed. There's no recognizable characters. You know, you're not having Spider-Man or Luffy or Pikachu or anything like that. Like, these are all non-licensed. And if you look at Lego's catalog right now, what is their catalog? It's IPs, and that's what's selling. That's what Lego is putting out, and that's what's selling. So, I mean, Adventure in Transylvania, yeah, of course, would probably sell very well. But like the Popcorn Wagon, I think it would just get lost in the shuffle. Like Thieves of Tortuga, I don't see a lot of demand for pirates. Like there's definitely some, not as much as pirates, or excuse me, not as much as Castle. But I don't think these sets would do as well as people would think. I think that Lego would probably have to put them on significant sales at a certain point to move them. I think because they're only available for this limited window, they're only produced in such small, quantities compared to your regular mass-produced sets. I think those are some of the big reasons as to why it's so popular. And here's the thing. I don't want them to produce them as regular sets, because then the fan designers would be, they wouldn't get the credit anymore. They wouldn't have their name on the boxes. These sets would have to be completely changed. They would have actual designers redesigning them or refining them to meet Lego official set standards and everything. So I like the program the way it is, but I think just with what we saw in Series 7, a record amount of sets sold in one series, I think we will be seeing an increase in quantity either at the end of 2026 or beginning of 2027. While I wait, I am here organizing my Pokemon bulk. Oh, there you go. Pearl, Thieves of Tortuga, or a better Fortuna. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying they love the Fortuna. I love the Fortuna. I think all it needed was cloth sales, which Brick Sticker Shop does offer. And I'm going to be showing you guys what those sales look like. They're not cheap. They're like $60 for the sales, but that's where like all the super thanks and the channel memberships and all this extra support you guys are throwing at us. Like, I'm literally going to be using those funds to incorporate in our videos to hopefully show you guys if there's something that you may want to buy. Like, I have all these alternate castles that I'm working on, and I have a bunch of custom giant Star Wars vehicles that I'm building. Like, all that money is being put to good use for content. Thieves of Tortuga over Black Pearl, more play and storytelling value. That's a good point. I mean, I guess it's hard to compare because like one is like a building and the other one is a ship. So you can't really compare it like directly apples to apples. But Evelyn says, I wanted to try and go for the antique shop, but I'm planning on getting one of the sets dropping for pre-order in June. That's very smart, Evelyn. Like, and that's why Lego and all these other companies, like, they don't want you necessarily to know about everything that's coming, even though a lot of stuff does get leaked, thankfully. But I want you guys to, like, I want to know what's coming so I can budget for it, so I can plan for it. Like, and Evelyn's doing a great job of practicing exactly that. I'm going to go for the antique shop or Popcorn Wagon. Oh, there you go. These drop in 35 minutes. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. You guys are flying right now. I'm only 5 minutes behind. Not looking to buy today. Saving for 2 sets and release 8, like the Coconut Cape as a small pirate set. The Thieves of Tortuga is huge. Yeah, I was actually planning on building the Thieves of Tortuga shortly after Sophia was born, like when it got delivered. And I didn't realize the set was 4,000 pieces. I had completely forgotten it was that big. And Joanna just looked at me. She's like, we do not have time to build that right now. And I was like, no. But I built the Outlaw Forest Den, and that one came out fantastic. HGC, what's going on? Hello, and congrats on the 10K. Listened to it for a bit over the weekend while cleaning Lego pieces. Well, I appreciate you catching the replay. A lot of people commented that they watched the replay of the stream, and it really means a lot. We had some special guests on, which was incredible. Really appreciate them taking time out of their day to jump on the stream. A lot of new channel members and everything, which is truly incredible. So, as we continue to grow, I want to do more giveaways. I want to give back to you guys via content, via physical items. Eventually, when Sophia gets older and she's able to travel a little bit more, we want to start going to more Lego stores and mini conventions and stuff, and hopefully start to meet you guys in person. I bought one set at the antique shop. I still don't know if I'm going to build it. I used up all my display space. I have to save some space for X-Files and my modulars. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like Lego is just pumping. And I'm wondering, like I was having a conversation the other day with, you guys know Chris Bricks, another great channel that you guys should definitely go check out. But he and I were talking and he was like, dude, like they're just coming out with so much. And I was like, yeah, like eventually, like I feel like they're going to have to slow down just because everybody's running out of space, or maybe they don't care. Maybe Lego's just going to be like, yep, we're releasing 1,000 sets a year. Buy what you buy. Don't buy what you don't buy. But yeah, definitely focus on the sets that best fit your personality and collecting needs and also your space. BDP sets sell because of the limited availability. They definitely do. I think if people had 2 to 3 years to buy these sets, they wouldn't jump on it. I'm sure every single person in this live stream, including myself, said to themselves, that set's going to be available for another year. I'm good. I can tell you one set off the top of my head that I waited and waited and waited. And now I'm like, I kind of wanted that. The Indiana Jones, like diorama set. I always thought it was so cool. What was that? The it wasn't Temple of Doom. I want to say whatever it was called, the one with the big boulder and the idol and everything. I wanted that set and I waited and then it retired and I haven't picked it up. I'm sure it's appreciated in value. These sets definitely benefit from the artificial scarcity. Yeah, they do. 100% they do. It's the same thing as GWPs, right? Why do people make orders to get the GWP? Because the GWP is only available for a short period of time. Just about every collectible / toy company does this in some form. And it's okay, because if everything was available all the time for a long period of time, the hobby wouldn't be as exciting. So the fact that we do have these limited releases, the fact that we do have GWPs and promotional periods and stuff, it just adds a lot more excitement to the hobby. And, if we had 5 years to buy every set, it would still be a lot of fun. But I think having these extra little caveats where it's like, oh, we got to hurry up and get this possibly, it adds a lot of excitement, All good points. Thank you for the insight. Yeah, of course. I stopped buying most of the Lego sets and buying Bricklinks. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I've heard a lot of people do that. The other thing that I'm predicting is that either in 2027 or 2028, I think Bricklink is going to move to doing 4 series a year if the program continues to get as popular as it is. 3 series is a lot, but when you think about it, that's only 15 sets a year. And, they could definitely go to a quarterly model where they do 20 sets a year. That's only 4 series once every 3 months. These would fall under the ideas program and be limited to only a few a year. Yeah, that's true. But they would be drastically changed. Like, that's the thing that I would just be bummed out over. And the fan designers, I feel like, wouldn't get as much recognition. With the Lego Ideas program, it's not like when Lego Ideas drops a new set, they do like a FaceTime Skype call with the designer. They just put out the set, and most people don't they don't put the name right there on the box. I think the name is on the box in small. I know it's on the instruction manual, but isn't it on the box somewhere like in smaller print? It's not like Bricklink Designer Program where it's like, Thieves of Tortuga by forgive me, I forgot who made this, Krakenator. Like, it's right there on the front of the box. I'm enjoying Bricklinks more. You're not the only one. I feel like I could probably part any of these out from all my bulk. So FOMO power is slightly diminished, but it would still be awesome to have one of these for my collection. That's another good thing I like about these sets, since they all are using readily available pieces from the current Lego palette, and they don't have specialized parts or unique parts. Like Lego is not making new pieces specifically for these sets. So I think having the ability to be able to part out these sets, because the instructions are digital. I mean, you can download, you can see on the screen right now, you can download the Thieves of Tortuga instructions. I think that's another strength that this program offers, and I'm looking to part out some of the older sets that I missed. I hope they will be restocking Series 7. I missed Walt. I bet, I'm surprised actually that we're seeing a Series 5 restock, which is based on how it's sold. So I think we'll probably see a restock to some extent for every series moving forward. $60 for cloth sales, in my opinion, is worth it. Yeah, it's definitely a game changer. So Brick Sticker Shop, they also make cloth sales for the Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship, the previous one, not the new one that's about to come out. And I'm going to replace my brick sales with claw sales. Like, it's just complete game changer. Like, over here on the shelf, I've got the 3-in-1 upscaled pirate ship next to the Queen Anne's Revenge Blackbeard ship, and that one, of course, has claw sales. It's night and day. It takes the ship just to a whole new level. And how many minutes or hours does this happen? This is happening quick, in 29 minutes. Adventure in Transylvania is still available in Poland. Oh, interesting. Okay, very nice. I bought 2 waltz, one for me, and the other one is for gifts. Okay, very nice. Sweden here. The shop started at 5 p.m., so I already have gotten Transylvania. Yay. Do you know where the sets ship from, Denmark or the US? I believe they are all allocated to their region. So for the sets here in the United States, like, we get them super quick. So I would imagine they come from the Mexico factory. From you guys in Europe, I would imagine they come from Denmark, but there's no way they're shipping everyone's sets from one warehouse. I'm sure at this point, like, that's probably what takes them so long to plan the second chance drops, because if they had all the sets in one place, then theoretically after the set shipped out, like, immediately, like the next week, they could do the drop. But I think part of the wait time is they're allocating different sets to different regions. And also, if I'm in the United States and I cancel my order, or if I return my order after I get it, it would make more sense for Lego logistically to have that person, let's say in Tennessee, to ship their set back to like the Mexico warehouse, or somebody in Germany is going to send back their return to the warehouse in Denmark. Like, they're not going to have the Germany return go to Mexico. You know what I mean? Like, everything's got to be by region. Like, there's so many people that are on top of this. Like, it's all logistics and shipping and everything. So, hi all. I'm guessing UK times were different, as I've already ordered to Transylvania. Yeah, it was a staggered drop. So the last 2 drops have been staggered as compared to before, where it was like all regions are going live at the same time. And I would imagine that they are staggering them now to try to alleviate some of the traffic on the Bricklink site. Because you got to remember, in 27 minutes, everybody's going to be flooding to Bricklink and then flooding to Lego. And if you guys saw my video today, if you haven't seen it, it's only 9 minutes. I definitely recommend go watching it before the drop, so you get some more insight on how to get these sets. But the website, Lego's website, is not designed to handle this much traffic. It's not designed to handle this much traffic with everyone going after limited quantities of stuff. Now, come like May 4th and Black Friday and Insiders Weekend, you have even more people going after stuff, but they're going after like bottomless pits of quantities. Like, Lego can just keep upping the quantity on, let's say, like a city train, or a Marvel set or whatever, or a Friends set. Like, with these sets, they only have so many made. So once they run out, but the system isn't designed. And a bunch of people came at me and they were like, Lego's a multi-billion-dollar company. Why can't they fix their website? And I'm like, I agree. I'm just telling you how it is. Like, their website stinks in certain instances, and this is one of those instances. I just bought a Thieves of Tortuga via third-party sale 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, before this was announced, I didn't get scalped at least. Hey, you know what? And that's the good thing. I'm glad you didn't get scalped. It's not a guarantee. Like, the second chance drops are not a guarantee. So, you taking the risk and going out on the secondary market and getting the set, like, you could have known about this drop today, and this set could still sell out in seconds, and you still would have missed it. So I think you actually did yourself a solid by going to grab it. Scott says, I'm in the UK. Had the email from Bricklink saying available at 5 p.m. here. It's now almost 6:30 p.m. and nothing is happening on the link. Oh, are you sure about that, Scott? Because a bunch of other people in the UK said that they already had orders, like stuff already went through. So maybe check your link, or if there's somebody else in the UK who can, help out Scott here, that would be much appreciated. You should get another Adventures in Transylvania to do a giveaway at 20K. That would be quite the giveaway. We'll see. Definitely want to do something special for 20K. I'm like a, what do you call it? Like, I'm a realistic dreamer. I'm just focusing. What are we at? Like 11.4. I'm focusing on 12. Let's just shoot for 12. See what happens. You can't get to 20 before you get to 12. So we're just going to take it one day at a time. I actually focus on like each video at a time. Like, Wednesday's the next, I got the big May the 4th video I'm going to be doing. Like, I want to make that video the best video I can do. Same thing with like the cars video I did this past Saturday. I worked on that video for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I want this video to be the best cars video that I've done to date. And I think like if I just do it that way and just focus on each video one by one by one by one, and then you look back like in a year and you're like, oh wow, I've already done like 300 videos and we have this many subscribers. So it's cool to look at the numbers in the moment, but I'm more focused on making the best quality videos I can, because the other thing that you guys have been doing is a lot of people have been going back and they've been watching previous videos. You guys have been checking out the playlist when watching the unboxing series or some of our store tours or the cars series or the castle series. And that's exactly what I want. Like, I see the comments roll in and I'm like, oh, wow. Like, somebody just watched our first video here on the channel over the weekend. There was a new comment. I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Somebody watched it from a year ago when the studio looked like absolute trash, So that's what I want. I want our quality of our videos to be good now and also in the future, and continue to get better. So that way in the future, you guys come back and you're like curious. Cause that's what I've done with my favorite Lego channels. Like, I've been a big fan of Brixie's for years. When I found Brixie, I went back and I watched a bunch of his older videos. Same thing with like Mini Superheroes Today. Went back and watched a bunch of his old videos. Duck Bricks, like all these other people when I got hooked on their channels. I'm hoping I can grab anything. Missed out when they re-release Series 3 and 4. I'm excited for you, Orange Army. You're here. Let's make it happen. I'm at the point where I rotate sets now. I have more boxed up than on display. That there's nothing wrong with that. And I actually have a cool video in the works discussing that. That's one of the topics I'm going to be discussing in the video. I'm putting together like this video of like basically like how to best collect Lego in 2026 and just give you my opinion. It's not law or anything. Like, everyone's free to collect. They want to collect, but I just want to put some things out there, like put some different perspectives out there. And that's definitely one of them. Thanks for the dedication to the channel. Don't know how you do it with the baby. Great video selection. I appreciate it, Double Dragon. It is, it's a challenge sometimes. I actually had just gotten Sophia to go down for a nap right before this live stream. So that was perfect timing. I filmed today's video at 2 a.m. this morning. And once again, that was right after Sophia went to sleep. So, we're making it work. But there's two huge people that are behind the scenes that are a big reason as to why I'm able to put out the content that I am. And that is my amazing wife, Joanna, and my younger sister-in-law, Isabel, who is living with us right now to help with the baby. If we didn't have like great teamwork between the three of us, the videos wouldn't happen. But they know this isn't my full-time gig, but we do rely on the channel partially to pay some of our bills. So, us having videos that do well and bring in a certain amount of income, pay some bills. So, we're all on the same team. We're all on the same page. And I think we're doing a good job, like splitting up the time and giving Sophia everything that she needs, required naps. She's eating real food now. It's a blessing. It's such a blessing to be able to work from home. I love this channel. I love this community. I love my family, and I'm so lucky to be a dad. 200 watchers. Yeah, we're almost at 300 now, which is pretty crazy. Definitely hit the like button. I appreciate you, Mr. Fluffy. Raiders of the Last Ark. Was that? Yeah, that might have been what it was. Just finished the 8039 Venator I found in my son's old Lego box he left after he moved out to start his career. Well, don't tell him, because I'm sure that one's pretty valuable now. He might want it back. The only reason I wait on getting a set is waiting for double points or GWP. Yeah, there's got to be a GWP, or excuse me, there's got to be a double points coming. Like, there was all the leakers and people that I were talking to, they were like, yeah, end of April, there's going to be a double points. But now I'm wondering, I'm like, is there going to be a double points? Because we got May 4th right around the corner. If they were to do double points, I was expecting it to be like April 17th to like April 20th or something. But here we are on April 20th. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scott. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That's why I try to make my video at least like half an hour before the Europe drop to let everybody know in case they didn't know. Make the 4th series for BDP the ones that just missed the cuts in the 3 previous rounds. Oh, that'd be cool, Frostner. Yeah, absolutely. I think the BDP, like you guys saw, or maybe some of you guys saw all the negativity and the bashing that occurred in one of my previous videos, like right after Series 10 was announced. And, everybody's got different opinions, which is great. Like, different opinions and different perspectives make a community interesting and make a hobby more interesting. I'm concerned for like when they announced Series 11, like there's so much competition now. Like, the Bricklink designer program team, man, they have just like this mammoth of controversial decision on their hands every series that we go through, trying to pick the right sets that the community is going to be happy over. But it's just it just goes to show you the fan designers are doing so good. Great points. I probably would never have found your channel if sets were always available and BDP sets weren't super exclusive. Yeah, and I found it super easy to make content on BDP and make content on sales because that's what I've been focusing on as a collector over all these years. And like, do we really need, I mean, I'm sure we do, but like, do we really need another channel that's focused just on Lego Star Wars? Like, not to knock it. Like, if anybody else wants to start a Lego Star Wars YouTube channel, like, go for it. But there are so many great Lego Star Wars creators, and I love Lego Star Wars. Like, I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of talking about Lego Star Wars, like showing you guys our collection, like getting really in the weeds with the lore and everything. But it's okay because there's so many other creators who cover that. And I like just dipping my toe. Like I have a big Bad Batch video coming out pretty soon. I'm going to try to get it out either before the end of the month, probably beginning of May. But like, you know, I like dipping my toe and just like sprinkling a little bit of Star Wars on the channel, you know, sprinkling some BDP, sprinkling some sales, sprinkling some castle. Like, I want to keep you guys on your toes. Cause like, I will say this, like some of the channels that are just focused on one thing, sometimes I take a break. I'm like, all right, I don't really want to talk about Marvel all the time. You know, Marvel's kind of up and down. So that's why I wanted to format my channel. It's like, all right, how can I keep myself super engaged? Like cars, like sprinkle in a little custom cars video, you know, it keeps everybody on edge in a good way, hopefully. I feel Bricklink actually captures the essence of Lego creativity. I do feel like some of the IPs Lego has, or I do like some of the IPs that Lego has, but these sets are more exciting. 100%. Yeah, this is true Lego. Like, to be able to create something directly from your mind, no IP, no character, you know, that you're formatting the set around like Batman or something. Like, yeah, I agree with you 1000%. Thanks for all the info. Managed to get an order out for both Tortuga and Transylvania. There you go. We got 17 minutes to the big drop. Man, over 300 people in here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us this morning or this afternoon. I'm an Indiana Jones fan. I got all the Wild West train and buying all the Wild West theme just to put them in it. Dude, I saw somebody do that. Lyrie, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. I saw someone do that with Indiana Jones. I'm 100% like going to be using that as inspiration for our city and adding Indiana Jones in our city somewhere. But then these pieces could all go to your parts collection. That's true. Yeah, they could. Absolutely. I'm trying to get as many pieces as possible right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, our area, the bulk lots are just not that great. Like, a lot of people have like mostly Technic. I'm not looking for Technic right now. Like, I need like good quality bulk lots. It seems like people have Technic and they have vintage, and I'm like, okay, who's getting rid of the new stuff? You know, like, who just got a bunch of sets over the last 3 years and they put them all in a bin? Like, I need that bulk lot, you know. I'm literally in the middle of building both BDP train stations for my Lego City. Instructions for building Brick Cross were on the Bricklink site, but Studgate keeps crashing. Yeah, that's another thing. I've run into that before. I ran into that with the Outlaw Forest Den. It was annoying. Like, I was building and the site would like refresh, and then I have to go back to the beginning of the instructions when it came back. That was a little frustrating. And I admittedly, I left that out of my video when I talked about that, and I should have mentioned it. Some other people mentioned that they had that issue. I left it out because I just figured it was my internet and it was like a me issue. But now looking back, I'm like, all right, you know, that could have been something that a lot of people experienced. So I'm going to be building more Bricklink designer program sets soon. And if I have that issue, I will definitely mention it. Oh man, I did not realize I'm 15 minutes behind. I'm so sorry, guys. When will the restock launch in Asia? What time zone should we follow? You should follow the Australia/New Zealand time zone. All right, let me speed through some of these. People saying Transylvania still being available in Europe markets is giving me hope. Crossing my fingers. Yeah, I am very surprised. Is the relisting limited to 2? I'm pretty sure it's limited to 1 per household. Somebody can correct me on that. I don't remember what it said in the email. I wonder if we will get a Griffin or Kraken Castle before the parts retire from PAB. Isn't the Gumball machine retiring soon? It is due to retire. I don't know how that's going to happen, Gene. I heard it's still selling very well, so that could be one that does get extended. There's no way they're going to retire those parts. Like, they're too popular. They just came out, I feel like. There's so many different uses. They're using a lot of Bricklink sets with those parts. Something's going to happen there, for sure. They're saying 3 to 5 days, so I think they ship from close by in Europe. Yeah, they must. 100%, they must. They have to allocate a certain number of quality control / damages, as well as their Y, as well as which their Y might be more available for this drop. Higher sales, higher quality control holdback. Yeah, that's a good point, Chris, for sure. This was the best-selling series prior to Series 7. So Series 7 sold more units, but I would still say that Series 5 was more popular because of Adventure in Transylvania selling out nearly 50,000 units. Adventures in Transylvania is still available in the UK. First one to sell out was the popcorn stand. Now that, in a way, doesn't surprise me because the popcorn stand is the cheapest. But I'm surprised that Transylvania is still up. Thought the drop was going to be at 11 Eastern. So when I did my video this past, oh gosh, when did I do that? It's been a whirlwind this last week. When did I make my initial video letting you guys know the drop was happening? So when I found out the drop was happening, I went off of Europe time because Europe got the email before we did here in the United States. So they told everybody in Europe 5 p.m. So then I just said, okay, well, if the drop is going to be at 5, then I'm going to subtract 6 hours, and then it would be 11 Eastern here in the United States. But then, of course, right after I posted my video, then the email was sent out here in North America saying that the drop was going to happen at 2 o'clock. So the drop never changed. It's just now they do the staggered drop, and I didn't want to wait until a North America email came out before I did my video because selfishly, I wanted to be the first one to get out a video. You know, it's a little competitive sometimes with social media. That's just how it is here in Denmark. And then, you know, obviously, I mean, you guys blew up that video, and that video did very well. Here in Denmark, the sales started 2.5 hours ago. Nothing's sold out yet. That's surprising. In Denmark, home of the brick. Last time when they have the second chance drop, I got my old train set. Oh, there you go. I hope everybody got what they were targeting today. It is, we got 12 minutes left for up until the North America drop here. Thank you. Yeah, it was apparently 4 p.m. UK was 4 p.m. Europe 5 p.m. Oh, interesting. They need to do a better job of, like, they only list the 3 regions. They should just, like, list it all. But I'm convinced they don't want people to know about this. Like, they do such a terrible job marketing these second chance drops. Like, just give us all the info. Like, all the info short of, you know, how many of each set are going to be there. But whatever. Got to crawl before you can walk. Absolutely. You might only have one chance to click. Then after that, they're all gone. That's true. Yeah, we're 11 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really behind in the chat. I try to read as many messages as possible. I wonder, is it there's so many cancels or they just produce way more amount than they should? They definitely produce probably like 1% extra, just like for what Chris was saying, like quality control and stuff like that. And then you probably have anywhere from like 2 to 5% of people canceling. Some people get damaged boxes. They get upset. They send them back because they want a mint box for investing, or just, you know, some people collect in box. There's nothing wrong with that. Just went to check as I did. Did want an antique and a popcorn. Managed to order them. Missed out the first time around. So very happy. Hope you guys get all the sets. Oh, there you go, Reese's. Congratulations on that. You have a great channel, positive attitude, integrity. You're going to go far. I hope so, Separated Brick. I really hope so. I think there's a need right now in the community for positivity, for authenticity. And, you know, I'm not the only one who does positivity. There's plenty of people who are positive, but I just feel like there's a lot of negativity in the community right now. And we need to bring people up. You know, we need to respect people just in general. Just respect people, viewers, collectors, creators. We just need to be kinder to everybody. It's just a lot of haste going around. How does one combat the temptation? Oh, but thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate you, Separated Brick. How does one combat the temptation to keep everything sealed and keeping the boxes after opening? You know, I buy Lego to build. Simple as that. Keeping the boxes after opening, I really only keep the boxes if they're like $200-300 and up. Everything else goes right to the trash. If something changes and I need to cancel, will they let me cancel within 24 hours of ordering? Yeah, if you need to cancel, like, that's a great question. I would cancel like as soon as that thought crosses your mind, like message them, because they're getting ready to ship these. These are not the regular pre-order. These are, that's a great question. I'm gonna have to include that in my the next time we do one of these drops, like whenever I do like a preview video before a drop, I want to make sure I hit as many like FAQs. I'm gonna have to remember that. But yeah, if you want to cancel, make it happen. What's the oldest set you own? Found out the other day. The train I have is from 1985. Off the top of my head, I know we have some like really old Octane sets from the 80s. I don't remember the year off the top of my head. Some classic space sets. I know we have like some classic space, definitely in the like quadruple digit range for set numbers. I'd have to look up. Like 1987 sounds familiar, somewhere around there. We were trying to go back and getting all the old Octane and classic space sets. We kind of put that dream on hold because a lot of things have happened. Lego recently updated their website. It looks like there are select sets that are currently double points, including Pokemon and the new art set. I saw that, Rachel. Yeah, thank you. I think that's kind of lame, actually. Like, if you're gonna do double points, do double points. Like this whole like, oh, we're selecting certain sets, and you know, there's exclusions, and there's only GWPs for this theme. Like, come on, just do a full double points. You guys can afford it. You're not a mom and pop company anymore. Do the links work? It's interesting. It just goes to my cart. They don't work yet. They will work at 2 p.m. I have the Scooby-Doo sets just sold a few months back. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Scooby-Doo sets are awesome. If you are keeping everything sealed, you might as well call your hobby box collecting. Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Paul. 100%. What are we doing here in the middle of the day? Doesn't anyone work anymore? I bet you most people who are on here are working, and they're just, you know, maybe in a on lunch or in the bathroom or whatever. Like, hey, we're all working. Boss doesn't need to know. Great to see you, Mike. Yes, they should let you cancel, but like I said, do it like immediately as soon as that thought crosses your mind. All right, we're catching up in the chat here. We got 6 minutes left. I learned about BDP during Series 2, so I missed Series 1. Then I got Mountain Fortress from the first second chance drop they did. Good luck to anyone hoping to get something today. Well, there you go. Get the bulk Friends, best value, great condition. Yeah, the Friends bulk is awesome. Can you download / print the instructions? Yes, you can. Absolutely. I appreciate the mods answering questions as well. Limited to 1. Europe drop was 3 hours ago. Yeah, I believe it's 1 for us as well. And also, here's the thing. We haven't been able to confirm this, but people who ordered, so you can order a max of 2 during the regular pre-order. So if you ordered 10 sets, like double of the 5 sets that you see on screen, I think Lego's been canceling people's orders. So if you've already maxed out, now some people have probably squeaked through, but I did talk to some people that said they ordered the max of all 5, you know, 5 copies times 2, so the 10 copies for the pre-order, and then they went and tried to get more for the second chance drop, and their order was canceled. I don't think it was a coincidence. So I think Lego might be fishing through and being like, no. You already got your max 2. We're going to cancel that order and give it to somebody else. Not confirmed, but a bunch of people and I were talking about it, and it seems suspicious. So I got Mountain Fortress in the second chance. 6 hours later, they said it was canceled. Oh, gosh, that's a bummer. Yeah, that is something that we're going to be seeing here today. Transylvania is super popular in the U.S. due to Halloween being super popular here. That's a great point, Sky Kids. Yeah, we love Halloween. So it was, I mean, Halloween, Castle, Fright Nights, really cool, you know, modular style building. Like, it just hits so many different things. I click download and it pops up website crashed. I've been using the Builders app. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'll check my Bricks and Minifig store for some of these sets. If I don't get them, that's okay. I'm running out of room. Yeah, I'm sure Bricks and Minifigs, they carry Bricklink Designer Program sets. If people come bring them in, they buy collections constantly. So yeah, you can definitely find them there. UK, I bought all except the Mushroom Village, Miss Popcorn, all went 8 minutes apart from Adventure in Transylvania. That seems to be the going thing, Mr. A Old Ham. Great to see you. Thank you so much for dropping that info. Kino just ordered Thieves at Tortuga here in Ireland. Have the confirmation email, but says in order to progress on Lego's website. I assume that's normal. Says order in progress and nothing sold out yet. Yeah, so when you get the order in progress, you're going to get a confirmation email, order in progress. You essentially don't know that you got it until you get that shipping. Like, that shipping is your magic. Like, then you can celebrate the set is coming to you. But up until then, just be weary of whatever confirmation emails you get, because they could still cancel your order. From their perspective, it's guaranteed to sell out no matter what they do or say. No reason to spend much effort marketing. I mean, that's true, But look at all the marketing money they're putting towards smart play. You know, like clearly they're not above marketing stuff, but I mean, I don't know. I just think they should do a better job. Like you should do it for the people who are supporting this program. Because if people weren't supporting this program, it wouldn't be doing well. So obviously people are not supporting smart play. You're putting all this energy and effort over here. Cool. I get that. That's a smart business strategy. But what about the people over here because here's the thing. If you miss out on a second chance drop and you missed out on the first pre-order because maybe you weren't around BDP, I've seen people say, I'm not doing BDP. Like I didn't know there was a second chance drop. I didn't know when the pre-order was going up. Like people get frustrated very easily. And if they get frustrated, they're not going to spend money. So I think Lego could spend like 0.01 of their marketing budget. I don't need Mark Hamill over here telling me to buy the antique shop, but could we just send out an email that actually gets to everybody with the proper time zones, with the proper information? Maybe throw it up on your social media, Bricklink, let everybody know what's going on. I don't think that's going to cost them too much, you know? Facts, they market this poorly. I wouldn't even have known there was a second chance today if I hadn't stumbled upon your video announcing it. Well, you know, that's good for me. Like as a creator, like, all right, cool. People are going to come back to my channel for the updates. But thank you, Chris. I appreciate you letting us know. And that's critical information. Like I should not be your first line of defense for letting you know something is coming out, especially like a very microscopic channel our size. Like I should be the last line. Like people should see my face and be like, oh yeah, John, dude, we know there's a second chance drop today. Like you didn't have to make the video, you know. That's when the marketing is going well. Hey, what's up, Matt? Great to see you, man. Hope all is well. Are you going after anything? Absolutely wild that all sets seem to be still available in the UK as of 6:50. Yeah, that is crazy, honestly. Just realized that you're not a Disney guy when you listed what you like to cover. Oh, no, I'm a Disney guy. Like I said, I got the Cars series going on right now. I have an Incredibles video in the works. I'm not like solely, like I'm not just focused on Disney, but Disney is one of the things that we do like to cover when I can here on the channel. We have the huge Disney castle. We have the Disney train station. We got all kinds of Disney sets that we're going to be incorporating into the city. Is BDP the Lego Ideas category? No. Bricklink Designer Program is separate. Lego Ideas is people submitting their sets. They have to get at least 10,000 supporters. And then once they're selected, they go through official processing to become like Lego sets that are mass produced. Bricklink Designer Program are fan designers. They're selected, they're slightly refined, and then they're produced one time for a pre-order window, limited quantities, and then you might get a second chance drop like we're seeing today. That was a quick like 10-second explanation. All right, we're going up in a minute here. Everybody get ready. I know there was a bunch of comments I missed. If I didn't say something, just drop it again, and I'll be happy to address it. But here we go. Let me grab the link for myself, just out of curiosity. Are you excited as we are? Yeah, I'm very excited. That's why we're here with 500 people watching. I am quite excited for this drop. Here we go. This is what the page looks like. Just ordered Transylvania. Oh, there you go, Temple Boys. Yeah, if you guys are using the quick buy links was 5 minutes early. Oh, wow. Okay, very interesting. Then how come I don't have the page up here? Oh, interesting. Let me try one of my links here. Okay, so if you use, okay, it works. Yep. So if you use the quick buy link, does it show anything? I don't think it shows my address or anything. So here, look, I just did the Transylvania link and it worked. It automatically added to my cart. So you guys can see it. There's my points. Pray to God my address is in here. Yeah, nothing personal is here. So there you go. Your quick link was perfect. Thank you. Oh, there you go. I'm glad to hear that, guys. Check out faster in the app. Okay, very cool. Just grabbed Transylvania, wanted it initially, didn't order. Now there's nothing of interest in this next Bricklink series that I really want. So hopefully this order sticks. Yeah. John, can I have some points? No, those points are for my Avengers Tower. I have been working really hard to not spend my points. You know how tempting it is? I have like $200 in points. I'm trying to save up and see if I can get the Avengers Tower for free before it retires using points. So You should buy it. I already have one. I was lucky enough. We went heavy on Series 5. We bought all 5 sets, so we don't need to buy anything today, which is good because I'm about to buy a lot for May 4th. So gotta spread the budget. And that's why, guys, big May 4th video dropping on Wednesday and Monday. So if you're Star Wars people, Wednesday and Monday, be tuned into the channel because I got some big stuff that you definitely don't want to miss. Same on the points, John, saving up for the UCS N1. Oh, there you go. You got 30,000 points yourself. Very nice. It's hard. Like in the past, I would not save up my points. Like as soon as I would get like $50 of points, $100 of points, whatever, I'd be like, let me go grab myself a free set. But now I'm like, nope, there's a lot of big sets retiring this year that I really want. X Mansion, Avengers Tower, UCS Sail Barge, UCS Venator. So, the 1A scale McLaren. I don't have that one. That one's a priority for me this year. So yeah, I'm trying to save up. Got the Thieves of Tortuga. Thanks for the link. Love your channel. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate the kind words. Saving up for some Lego creator for giveies. Man, that's very nice of you. I wonder which channel that is. I have about 39,000 points, which I decided to cash in on the D&D Tavern since it's retiring. Oh, there you go. Very nice. A lot of people saying they successfully secured Transylvania. Have any of the sets? Oh, here we go. My site just popped up. I think everything is available. I don't think anything is sold out yet. So maybe they did have quite a few things available, which is good. Like, I'm glad everybody's been able to get everything they want. Penguins or Flyers fan? I'm actually a Rangers fan. So we are sitting out this playoffs. We wanted to give some other people a chance to win the cup. Very kind of us this year, if you ask me. So we're out on the golf course. We're golfing. And if I had to choose between Penguins or Flyers, Penguins all the way. Can't stand the Philadelphia Flyers. Thank you, John. Just ordered Transylvania and wouldn't have known about it without following you. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I'm so excited that you were able to get one. Guys, remember, you will get Insiders points. So please make sure that you are logged into your Insiders account before you complete your order. It seems like things are not selling out right away, which is good. Everybody should be able to get everything that they need. Oh, London Bridge Bricks. London Bridge, I did not have a chance to respond to the very kind comment you left on our video the other day when we were talking about land. Thank you so much for the kind words. We definitely need to be in touch at some point very soon. They also said, hello from London. All the sets are available here in Europe. Good luck to everybody. I'm the GOAT. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm the GOAT yet. I'm more like the honey badger, but we'll work our way up to GOAT. Hey, dude, had to bail on, had a work call, dumb work. Hope everybody got the sets. It seems like everybody is very successful. Thanks for the links. That's why you're my favorite. Well, thank you, Double Dragon. I'm so happy to hear that. Why can't I buy any? You should be able to. Everybody's having a lot of success with the links. They're in the description of this live stream. They're also in the pinned comment of the video that I posted today. So we've also had the moderators dropping links. So all you have to do is, click on the link. You're not the honey badger. You're the chicken. I'll be the chicken. That's fine. We can be chickens. Got Transylvania with the link in less than 3 seconds. Oh, there you go, Bruno. Very nice. The links work, but the email link does not. Well, isn't that a shocker? Okay, very interesting. Oh, man, the chat is flying right now. Got 3 of them, Transylvania, Tortuga, and Popcorn. Oh, there you go, Greg. Very nice. Joanna just woke up to let me know that the Rangers sit out the playoffs every year. She is correct. 100% correct. Oh, what did Mike say? As a Flyers fan, the feeling is mutual. Oh, there you go. All right, we can go toe to toe on that. Love watching this. I can't buy anything right now because I just bought a bunch of other Lego. Nothing wrong with that, SC Mom. Guys, I always say stick to the budget. Don't overextend yourself. There's lots of Lego to go around, and there will always be something to buy. So if you're sitting out today, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I'm sitting out. Look, I'm not buying anything. So you're not the only one. Tyler Bricks, what's going on? Looks like I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that, Tyler. Oh, man, the chat's still flying. You guys are amazing. You were saying that the confirmation doesn't matter. It's the shipping. Yes, shipping is what's going to guarantee you that the set is coming home. If you got a confirmation, that's great. But everybody's making their orders right now. Cancellation emails are going to be sent out probably in the next few hours. So as soon as you get that shipping, that's when you know you're home free. Got the Tortuga. Let's hope the order goes through. I'm crossing my fingers for everybody. The fact that the sets are still up and they haven't sold out, I would venture to say, hopefully most of you guys are in the clear. No problem, RD. Snag this Transylvania. There you go. Shipping or when it says in warehouse. I would just, in warehouse is usually good, but just on a safe bet, I would not celebrate until it says shipping, because as soon as you get that tracking, because technically if it's in the warehouse, they could still pull it. It's when they get that tracking number assigned to that package, that's when you know you're in the clear. So mushroom is gone. Okay, that was quick. We are only 6 minutes in. Is the mushroom gone? Let me see. Mushroom Village. Check availability. Yeah, mushroom is gone. Mushroom is sold out. I do not have the ability to buy the mushroom. It's not confirmed until it's in your hands. Yeah, I think Transylvania might be gone. Uh-oh. Let me give it the old refresh here. See if I can still buy it. Oh, you might be right. Oh, Antique is gone. Uh-oh. Yikes. Could that be 3 out of 5 in the first 6 minutes? Antique. Let me check the status of the antique shop here. Let me bring up the page so you guys can see. So this is what the Bricklink page looks like. Popcorn looks to be gone. Everything's gone. Oh, boy. The North America market coming to play. Yeah, I got nothing on antique. Yeah, popcorn gone. Transylvania gone. Mushroom gone. Oh, man. Thieves of Tortuga? Did we get a confirmation that Tortuga is sold out? This happened in the UK, and then they were back up. All the sets are gone. Super fast sellout in the US. Ooh. Tortuga is now gone. No, you do not get GWPs. There's no GWP available right now anyway, but no GWP. Well, my order actually went through. I'm crossing my fingers for you, Orange Army. Yeah, Tortuga's gone. Interesting. All gone. Those quick links you placed in today's video worked wonders. I was able to snag both the Transylvania and Antique Shop. Thanks for the help. No problem, Flatlander. I got lucky finding them very early this morning. I'm glad they worked for so many people. In Canada, we're all sold out. Oh, man. You know it's real when the Canadians are getting in on it. Wow. All right. Looks like we're all sold out, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they did that on purpose. They did that. But even if the taqueria stand was available, it wouldn't count. They wouldn't let you they wouldn't let you do that. I actually have to run over. I'll hang on the stream for 5 more minutes. I actually have to run over. Our mailman just got here, and I got to ship out all the 10K giveaways that we just packed up. So I will be back in 2 minutes. All right, so good news. Everybody's 10K giveaways have officially been shipped, except for one international person who I'm still working with. But yeah, feels good to get the giveaways out. So if you got a giveaway from this past weekend, congratulations. And you got something on the way. All right. Still sold out. I see a lot of people upset. Why won't the page reload? It would appear that all the sets are sold out. 7-minute sellout, which is pretty crazy. They are literally printing money with this stuff, just produced to demand, instead of these annoying pre-orders that sell out instantly. Well, we kind of discussed this before many of you guys came in, but if they did, like, there's no way to actually tell what the demand of product is. So this is just how they do it. And if they were to put out these sets as regular sets, or if they were to produce them for long extended periods of time, they would not sell nearly as well as they do like this. This system, it does encourage FOMO. It does encourage, you know, people being frantic a little bit, but it's just how it is. I was refreshing since 145. The sets, so technically it was a 12-minute sellout because some people said the link was live 5 minutes early. So then I had everything sold out at 2:07 p.m. So 12-minute sellout. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of time for something to be up. I mean, there's like Pokemon and sneaker drops that are up for like 5 seconds. So I think the Series 3 and 4 drop, that was like a 4-minute sellout. That was pretty quick. Got the confirmation email. If it's like the Pokemon Center, the confirmation email is the one you can use to take a breather. Yeah, so these are different than an insider reward. Like an insider reward, technically Lego could just produce and produce and produce. These, they only have the one-shot production. So there is a chance that many of you guys will be receiving cancellation emails. So if you get a canceled order, it's just part of the game. So don't panic. Thanks for the links. Last drop, I couldn't figure it out in time, but your links worked perfect for Transylvania and Tortuga for me. Well, I'm so excited to hear that. Congratulations. Man, we got Matt getting in the BDP game, making some great choices. Dude, Matt, I'm excited. What'd you pick up? I love BDP, man. They make some awesome stuff. And I love supporting the fan designers. I'm curious, is it working at the moment for everybody in Europe and North America? I'm in New Zealand and it's not working for me. I don't know what time it is in New Zealand. I know you guys had the drop technically the morning of the 21st, so I don't know if you're there yet. But here in North America, everything's sold out, unfortunately. My order is in process. I would not celebrate until it's shipping. 155, I clicked the quick link buy and got it. Oh, there you go. Werewolf minifig will look great in my adventure in Transylvania. Yeah, there you go, Sappy. It's on the way, my friend. Never loaded for me, darn. It happens. It definitely happens. After I signed in earlier, had to sign in more times. It will also do that. Sometimes the site will kick you out, and then you just got to sign in again. I've gotten the "we've got your order and your order is confirmed" emails. Yeah, hold tight. I would celebrate when you get that shipping email. I was just about to say that math, that the links going early made a huge difference. Oh, thank you so much, Rachel. I'm glad to hear that. I worked really hard to find those links. Those links were not easy to come by. So shout out to the people who want to remain nameless for assisting me with getting that for you guys. Made my purchase at 2:02, but it wasn't live until 2 p.m. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You got it 2 minutes after it went up. Link was live at exactly on time, perhaps a few seconds earlier. Well, there you go. Just seen that my sets earlier have gone into the warehouse. That's promising. That is promising. I would, like I said, don't celebrate until you get that shipping confirmation. And then for those of you guys who are upset and you might have missed out on today's drop, just remember, you know, just stay tuned to our channel. We do cover everything in regards to BDP. But we do have Series 8 right around the corner happening in June. So if you're interested in any of these 5 sets, like your best bet, you don't want to wait until it gets to the second chance drop. Like if you want one of these BDP sets, you have about a week to pre-order them. I know life can get busy, especially during the summertime. You might have, kids staying home, summer vacation. You might be going on vacation, but just mark your calendars. Stay tuned to the channel. You do not have to watch, all of our videos, but just, periodically see what's going on. And, when I drop some Bricklink announcement videos, just make sure to watch that so you know what's going on. Because just like Series 8, or just like some other things, Series 8 got changed. Series 8 was initially supposed to release on the 1st, and they pushed it back to June 9th, which I think was a wise decision. So, there are little changes here and there. And then with these second chance drops, I mean, we just found out about this a week ago. So they only give us 7 days notice for the whole community to kind of scramble and figure out, how to get these sets during the second chance drop. So there's a lot of things that are coming up, but we like to follow the BDP. I'm working with a lot of people in the BDP community right now, which is really exciting for some potential content here on the channel. So just stay tuned to us and we got you covered. There's other channels too that cover BDP stuff, and you're more than welcome to go watch some of them as well. I want you guys to enjoy the program. if you're interested in it, you know. I have placed 3 separate orders, all of which are currently showing as in process. Thank you for the link. Oh, there you go, Pat. I'm excited to help you. I went for Transylvania, Pirates, and Mushroom Village, but not celebrating just yet. Dude, you went heavy. You got the 3 biggest sets. That's amazing, dude. Oh, I'm excited. If you guys are not following Matt over on Instagram and, of course, here on YouTube, he makes some excellent content when he gets around to doing it. I think we're in need of some content, Matt. But it could be a good opportunity for some fresh content with these beautiful BDP sets. We disagree on that one because they can actually take pre-orders. Some companies do that in video game industry, then produce just as much as the pre-order demands. The sets are made to order. Well, that's essentially what they're doing here. These is a pre-order. They make as many sets that are demanded. So, like, for instance, do I have any of the numbers here? I think off the top of my head, it was 49,084 that were produced for Adventure Transylvania. Those were all sets that people pre-ordered, but there was only like 23,000 popcorn wagons or something. So they're essentially doing that. The pre-order is the demand. Like, if only 5,000 people show up on June 9th and order the hot air balloon, they're only going to make 5,000. If they make, if 30,000 people order it, then they make 30,000. So that is essentially the program. It is a print on demand program up to a certain amount, which happens to be up to 50,000. I think people just want these sets to be available all the time forever. And that's just not the case. I mean, every Lego set isn't even available all the time forever. Like, sets retire. And I think it's good. Keep the catalog fresh. All these sets are available in Europe. All right. So any of you guys, if you missed some of these sets that just went up, move to Europe. You should be able to, by the time you get there and find housing, to pre-order some of these sets on the second chance drop. Crazy how the North America market is different than the European market. All of mine were in the cart, proceeded with payment, and then all gone in a second. This is frustrating. It happens. It definitely happens. My order says back ordered for Popcorn Wagon. Anyone else have this? So yes, that is typically the status that your set will go to for BDP. It's just how the system does it. Once you get that shipping confirmation, then you're in the clear. Here in Mexico, I was not able to get anything last time I got Siege Encampment. Well, at least you got the Siege Encampment. That's a beautiful set that a lot of people are still trying to get. So congrats on getting that. For those talking about just making BDP available, it's worth comparing BDP versus ideas. Part of BDP is not having the Lego redesign process, which they would likely want to do. Yeah, it would completely change the sets. Did you guys see the Sea Otter set that just came out for Lego Ideas? That set is completely different than the original Ideas submission. So I like the program. I think it's good the way it is, and I think it's going to change. I think they're going to be upping the quantity. So everybody who's upset about not getting a certain set, I think they're going to change that. I think they're going to be upping the quantities from like 50,000 max to like 70,000 max in the next year to 18 months. By creating the FOMO, they do not receive the profits themselves. The resellers get the bigger profits. Well, this is something that we've also disproved. If you look at 95% of the Bricklink Designer Program sets that have come out in the last 2 years, there is no profit to be made. We have talked about this extensively on the channel. If you're a Lego investor, steer clear of the Bricklink Designer Program, because if you get, even if you take the $600, let's say like the Adventure in Transylvania is the most popular set by far, and it's going for about $600. If you break that down, you paid $350, so you've got a $250 buffer for your profit window. You got to pay roughly anywhere from 12 to 15% selling fees, regardless of whatever platform you use. So 600 times 0.15%, that's $90 just in fees. So you take your 600, you minus your $90 in fees. We'll say that, I'll be generous. We'll say that 15% includes the packing material, your time. Everybody values their time differently, but whatever. We'll just encompass it in that 15%. Because, eBay is like 13% with the 10% plus the 3% PayPal fees. So whatever, that 2% for your time and the shipping materials. So that brings you down to $510. You subtract your cost of, darn it. Did I just hit my camera here? Just typing in. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I hit the cable for my camera here. USB webcam. Okay, so even for the most popular Bricklink Designer Program set, the one that is appreciated the most in recent years. I did a full video breaking down every single Bricklink Designer Program set from its initial release and all their values and everything. You're looking at $160 profit. Is $160 profit worth it to you? Now, to some people, yes. But I would look at it and be like, man, this is a big set. You had to order it. Let's say you got two. Let's say you got two of the Adventures in Transylvania. You were able to sell both of them for $600 each. Those are two big sets that you have to pack securely, hold on to, store in a temperature regulated place. And that's just the best case scenario. So best case scenario, you're going home with about 50% profit. There is no profit to be made in most of these sets. And that's a good thing, because if you miss these sets, which a lot of people just did, you can go on the aftermarket right now and get the popcorn wagon for $80 on eBay. That's only $25 more than its retail costs. So yeah, it's just the resellers are not getting the money. And that's why Lego has raised a lot of prices. Like when they raise prices, they eat into the profits of the secondary market, and then eventually the profits just get eroded away. And that's what happened with BDP. Yeah, the really old series, those sets have appreciated. Like the modular construction site goes for $1,000 and it retailed for, I think, what, 300? Yeah, there's plenty of profit in that set, but that was 4 years ago. It's a different world with Lego now. So I already received my frigate sales from Brick Sticker Shop. They're awesome. Oh, there you go, OTH. Thank you for letting me know. I can't wait for the university and the balloon. Yeah, we're very excited for this series. I think we're going to be going after at least 3. The one that Joanne and I have agreed on not getting is we're not going to get the Brick Railroad locomotive. She really wants the University of Science. I like the hot air balloon and the Dustmark Keep. I'm on the fence with Coconut Cape. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on how May goes for the channel, because we use the channel money to pay for anything that we want for, our collection. And then, we use Lego sets obviously now to make content and everything. So it just depends on how we do in May. It might be a good time to move to Poland. All the sets are there, Congrats to anyone who snagged the popcorn stand. That was my #1 favorite. When do you think a Series 6 secondhand drop will occur? This is a very good question. A lot of people have been asking this. If I had to guess, based on how quickly we just saw a Series 5 re-release, I'm guessing maybe August. I'm going to put my money on August, because Series 5 shipped last, when did we get these sets? We got these sets like September, October of last year. Or no. We got these sets. Yeah. We got these sets in October. They went up in June, like May, right? Went up in May. Shipped in October, because then Series 6 went up in November. We just got them in March. So based on this timeline, yeah, I think we're looking at like July, August, potentially, for a Series 6. If I'm a manufacturer, why would I let the secondary market get the profits of my creation? Exactly. And that's what Lego is not doing. There's no profit to be made. That locomotive looks sweet, but I have no idea how this works. It's a little bit of a confusing program at first, Jeffrey, but if you stick around my channel long enough, like I break it down, it's very easy. And once you get the hang of it, it's very simple. So can't wait for the Series 6 second chance now. The Art Factory looks amazing. Yeah, Series 6 was very popular as well. Love the live streams. FOMO stuck me again, and I picked up the antique shop until it gets canceled. What's up, Josh? Great to see you, man. I hope it doesn't get canceled. BDP is the best. I first heard about it from your channel. Excited for it going forward. Now that, there's a big bug that just wandered into the studio. Hopefully you can sort some parts for me. Excited for it now going forward, now that I know how it works. Very nice. Well, I'm glad I was able to help introduce you to the program. I won't believe until I see it in warehouse, but I did get a confirmation email for Adventures in Transylvania. Crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers for you as well. Yeah, this isn't the, I understand there's some confusion. The pre-orders, so Jumanji, unfortunately, people don't want it. There's not enough demand for 100,000 pre-orders yet. It's okay. If you're new to the program, it's completely okay. Like, you just stick around, a little bit, watch some of our videos, and you'll understand how it works. But the most popular set has only sold 49,000 copies. We're not at 100,000 copies yet. So they are sold out, unfortunately, Opium. Do we know how much of each were available for the restock? We do not, and Bricklink will not release that information. I did just get an email confirmation of order for the popcorn wagon. Oh, there you go, Brenda. Congratulations. The Mac Lego shows. Thank you so much. Your links were a godsend. Oh, man, I'm really glad to hear that, guys. Thanks, man. I cannot wait. You're definitely inspired me to get into it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Matt. I feel like that's going to hurt your wallet. You may unfriend me down the road. And yes, I do owe my community some content, but I'm getting tonsil surgery tomorrow after a long battle with tonsillitis. I'll have a new voice soon. Well, that's exciting. Hey, guys, Matt's getting a new voice. I'm sorry you have to go through that. That's definitely terrible. Any surgery is not fun. So best of luck, man. We'll have to check in with you in the next few days. When can I expect a shipping confirmation? I would say within the next 24 hours, depending on where you live. I think people saying it should be just another normal drop where people have a few days to order these. They aren't really doing it to demand now. Some people are just missing out and want it. I also think that, I mean, this may be a hot take, but I think the people that complain about the program are people that aren't even participating in it. Like, I've had people reach out to me and they're like, man, this sucks. Like, this stuff sold out. Like, I missed out on it. And I'm like, okay, well, like, how did you do with like previous Bricklink designer program drops? Like, maybe this was just a fluke for you. And they're like, oh no, I don't buy any of the Bricklink sets. And I'm like, oh, and multiple people have told me this. And I'm like, so then why are you upset that it's sold out? Like, sometimes people just want to complain, but they're not actually a customer or a consumer. So I think that happens. The link in the email didn't work at all. Loads of people making comments on the sets saying how to buy. Yeah, thankfully the direct links that we had were able to work, which is great. Thanks for the links. Only way I got these sets to show up was through the links. Got confirmed Tortuga and Transylvania. Libcath 101. I'm so excited to hear that. Got Transylvania from Ireland. Thanks for the link. I'm so excited to hear that, Gerald. Thank you. Are they all sold out already? I can't add any of them. Yeah, if you're here in North America, unfortunately, they are all sold out. So multiple browsers, multiple cards, they all crashed. Wouldn't let me put credit card information in. George, that's why I said you got to put all that stuff in prior to the drop. You got to get the insider's account going. You got to get the credit cards going. But hey, it's completely okay. Like, there's going to be more Bricklink series in the future. You'll have more opportunities to pick up some great sets. In Florida, I'm following the link, but it's not working. Yeah, the sets are already sold out, unfortunately, Argark. Luckily, I got what I wanted for the original drop. I like watching this live to see how it plays out. The second drops are wild cards. Yeah, guys, please, if anything, there's still 383 people here. Just please take this away. Like, if anything, take this away from today's drop. Order during the pre-order window. That is 100% the easiest way to secure you getting any one of these sets. So I've got Series 8 right here. This is what Series 9 looks like. This is going up in October. If you want any of these sets, same with Series 10 going up in February of 2027, which I can't believe we're talking about 2027 already. But the best way to do it is just order during the pre-order window. We go live for the regular pre-order windows too. So don't bank on the second chance drop, because the second chance drop, like I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to be furious in the next few hours when their orders are canceled, and they did nothing wrong. It's just a simple fact that Lego only has a few hundred at most of each one of these sets, and we just had thousands of orders probably just hit the site. So best way to do it, order your sets during the initial pre-order. If you sell locally on Facebook Marketplace, there are no fees. That's true, but still your time. You still got to drive. You got to pay gas. If you got to meet up with somebody, if somebody's meeting up with you and coming to your house, then there's risk. I mean, so yeah, you're trading fees, but there's still other things that come into play with selling locally. So no matter what, it's just not very profitable. Yeah, the brick economics. It's just, and I'm a straight shooter. I would call it out the way it is. If I told you guys, hey, buy the Space Cafe in February because you'll be able to triple your money, and that's just because of data that we're seeing on the secondary market, I'd be like, then go buy it. Go buy as many as you can. Make some different accounts. Lego doesn't care. They just want to sell as many sets as possible. It's just not the reality of the situation. Now, if we see the pendulum swing back to where a lot of people are not pre-ordering, and these sets are only spitting out like 10, 12, 15,000 units per series, and then all of a sudden there's like a huge influx of demand after the pre-order window has closed, then yeah, we could see some of these sets go up like crazy on the aftermarket. We could have more Transylvania situations, but Transylvania right now is an outlier. It's not the norm. Don't forget sales tax on your initial purchase. That's true. And also, whatever profits you make, you got to report to the IRS, and you're paying taxes on that. I know some people, not everybody believes in that, but you got to report those profits if you meet the minimum threshold for whatever you're selling. Man, your link saved me. I never saw anything available on the Bricklink shop page. I'm really happy to hear that. Throg Warhammer. I'm glad that you were successful. Resellers don't buy Bricklink. They need to buy in bulk. That guy is an idiot. Okay. I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me I'm an idiot over the last few weeks. You're not going to phase me. If you look back at some of the previous, I mean, you must be new to Lego and the Bricklink Designer Program, because if you look back at previous series, like I mentioned, the modular construction site goes for about $1,000. If you were able to get that on the pre-order, yeah, you made a lot of money. If you got Castle in the Forest, if you got the modular Lego store from the first original few series of the Bricklink Designer Program, when the max quantity made was 10,000 units, yeah, you were selling those sets for easily double and triple what you paid. It's just not the case anymore. But it's good to see new people coming into the program. $160 today. That could change, at least for Adventure in Transylvania, given the set was released 6 months ago. That's another great point, too. Yeah, that $160 profit is going to go down most likely, because a lot of people are getting, they're getting their stock in the next couple weeks, and they're probably going to be selling it. Man, somebody was just super kind. Holy smokes. Speed of Lego. I don't know if they're here. They just dropped a $25 super thanks. Oh my gosh. Wow. There's 2 people today. I ordered the antique shop. I would have missed the second chance drop if it weren't for your video. Thank you so much. I really love your content. Oh my gosh. Dude, you guys are crushing it with the kindness and the positivity and the support. Every time somebody drops a super thanks, I will be shouting you guys out in the upcoming video. So Speed of Lego, and then also somebody dropped one this morning too. Shoot, it's escaping my brain. Holy smokes. But somebody else just dropped a super thanks as well. It was from the 10K stream, but I'm going to be shouting out both of you guys in Wednesday's video. So holy smokes. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe it right now. Resellers are getting 100% getting a 25% return on investment. Adventure in Transylvania. We just broke it down. $160. Well, $160 divided by 350 is actually more than 25%. So yeah, I mean, that's around 45%. So yeah, to say they're getting 25% return on investment, but is return on investment of 25% worth your time? It depends. Can you hang the hot air balloon? Man, I would love to. That would just be so cool to hang the hot air balloon over the city. I would love to be able to do that. How are the instructions for these sets? Just like normal sets? No, they're much simpler. So I recently built the Outlaw Forest Den here on the channel. A lot of people were complaining about the simplicity with those instructions. So regular Lego instructions, they usually give you like anywhere from like 2 to 5 pieces per page now. The Bricklink instructions, for whatever reason, probably just because Lego as a company is cheaping out and they don't want to create instructions for these sets in physical form. So they're just using the most basic program to make these instructions. It's like 1 piece per page, which can be a little frustrating. And they're virtual, they're digital. They're not like normal. Like you're not going to be getting paper instructions in hand, which has also deterred a lot of people from this program. Understandably so. I don't care about reselling. What I love about BDP, how many of the winning design and designers seem to be fellow fans of the Pirate and Castle themes. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not a reseller. I don't care about investing. I don't care about my sets going up in value. If a couple of them do, great. If not, that's not why we're buying Lego in the first place. If you are looking to be an investor, if you're looking to make money, if you're looking to just buy Lego just to profit off of, there's a lot of other channels that you are more than welcome to follow that provide that kind of advice. I like to kind of pride myself on being an anti-investor, and I look at being an anti-investor as being a collector. So I think we should all just take the hobby for what it is, enjoy it, collect it, reap all the rewards of its mental health benefits and just fun. Like everything doesn't have to be an investment. Like look at how much the Pokemon community has changed, and there's so many people that are frustrated over there. Like just let Lego be Lego. Lego doesn't have to be something like, oh, I'm going to buy all these sets and it's going to put my kid through college in 20 years. Like, no, I'm not buying all these sets so Sophia can go to college and I sell all these in 44 whenever she's ready to go to school. Like, no, just enjoy Lego. Oof, Series 8 is going to be painful. Make separate orders for each, and then if you need to cancel more than one or more, then you still have to get the sets you cannot live without. That is a great point, Mr. Fluffy. A lot of people have been saying that. I think that's 100% a fantastic strategy. Like if you're buying multiple sets from each series, just buy them one by one. It makes no difference. But then if you need to, cancel one of them, or you can just cancel the one. Hoping to snag the 10% Rakuten. Yeah, I hope a lot of people were able to snag the 10% Rakuten. I don't know if it's going to go through unless you ordered a non-exclusive item with your order. But regardless, you can always reach out to their customer support and just say, hey, I made this order, and there's a good chance they'll honor it. So pre-orders for Series 5 was in June of last year. Not a single set sold out. Well, technically, the Adventure of Transylvania did sell out, but then they changed the program. They upped it from 30,000 to 50,000, and it got near close to selling out 50,000 copies. So Slapshot Bricks BDP FAQ: will you ever make old BDP sets available again? Each or excess sales roughly 3 months after the orders are fulfilled. Oh, they changed it. It used to be 6 months. Interesting. They've been changing the FAQs. All right. Good call on that. Lego is actively fighting the reseller market with re-releases and increased shelf life. Lego fans and collectors like owning exclusive Lego too. Yeah, I mean, that's why they got rid of the Comic-Con sets. And I have a bunch of the Comic-Con sets that are like super valuable. And I like them. I would love to keep them. But like I have the Sith Trooper bust from San Diego Comic-Con 2019. Individually numbered, sealed in box, pristine condition. I've been looking at that thing going, man, I could literally sell this and I could buy Avengers Tower and Arkham Asylum. It's so tempting, it's not about the value for us. Like I want to enjoy the hobby. I don't want the hobby to just be always about value, money. Like, no, like, what do you like about it? Like, I like Star Wars. That's why I bought that Comic-Con set. I like the Sith Troopers. I thought they were cool, but now it's just like, think of all the other things I could get for my collection that I could get a lot more enjoyment out of instead of worrying about keeping this one single Lego item that has significant value on my shelf, so that's where I'm at. But everybody's at a different place in their collector journey and in their life, and that's completely okay. Why do you think Lego made me log in and change my password when I already signed in and it made it impossible to buy in time? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes they just do that, but it was up for a good amount of time. It wasn't up for like just a minute. So even if you had to go through and change your password and everything. Oh yeah, Joanna just makes a good point. I might do that actually. That's a great idea. So Joanna wants the Sagrada Familia set on July 1st. I could literally sell the Sith Trooper set to pay for that set. And trading a little Star Wars set with like 160 pieces for the biggest Lego set ever. That would be a crazy video, actually. I sold this tiny Comic-Con set to buy the biggest Lego set ever made. That would kind of be a cool video. We might have to do it. We just have to figure out how to sell it the right way. Like, I don't want to sell it to somebody. Like, I want to sell it to somebody who appreciates it, Somebody who's not just going to be like, oh, I'm just going to save this. Like, they're not like a collector, a person, like not a Star Wars fan. Like, they're just like, oh, I'm just collecting it because it has value kind of thing. So we'll see. That could be a cool video. Also says sold out in Europe, says added to bag, but nothing gets added from the direct links. Then they might be sold out in Europe as well. Just want to say thanks for you and all the information you provide. Really appreciate your channel. Brody, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the kind words. We've had a couple people be a little bit negative over the last week or so, but it is not even a drop in the bucket compared to all the people that have said nice things and been positive. So this community is amazing. We're very thankful for our following. I'm going to continue to work my butt off to provide you guys with the best content possible. And it's all about helping people here in the community and having fun. So during the pre-order windows, isn't that another crazy try to get one if you can race? No. Sets are up for a week. There's no, like, we go live for the pre-order, but I mean, it's not nearly as chaotic as this. Like, you literally just go to the website, you go to Bricklink, kicks you to Lego, you order your sets, and that's it. There's no risk of selling out. In the old days of Bricklink Designer Program, yeah, there was the last one that had a crazy sellout was the Forestman Hideout. If I remember correctly, that one sold out in 4 hours. Like, 4 hour sellout, still 4 hours. No, we're nowhere near like sneaker territory or anything. So the link not working, and it says add to cart but empty. Yeah, so Wheezy, unfortunately, the sets are sold out. So Facebook Marketplace could be a box full of pasta. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, I always so I did a Facebook Marketplace hunt in August of last year, And if you guys saw that video, I literally cracked all the boxes, like verified, like, okay, these are Lego pieces, you know, not pasta, which is unfortunately just what you got to do. So thank you for all the information. Appreciate you and your channel. It's really helped me get into Lego and understand things. I'm really happy to hear that, Brody. Thank you for the kind words. The reconfirmation emails and dreading potential cancellation emails. Yeah, you're going to be on the edge of your seat all day. So, yeah, just get used to that anxiety for the next few hours. But here's the thing. Guys, if it gets canceled, it's not the end of the world. Like, there's other ways to get Lego sets. And that's another reason why I'm really proud of the channel that we've been able to build so far. Like, I want you guys to be able to think outside the box. Like, okay, set sells out from BDP. Is it over? No, it's not over. You may be able to part it out. You may be able to buy it used. You may be able to reach out to somebody in our own community who has already, you know, built it and enjoyed it, like I did with Mike. Mike got rid of his bowling alley. He built it, broke it down, he enjoyed it, whatever. And then, you know, I was able to pick it up and he sold it to me for a very fair price. And there's good people out there. Like, there are people out there, like, if you build something and you enjoy it and you sell it to the next collector for retail price, you technically got value out of it. You got to enjoy that set. Let somebody else enjoy that set. Like, that's another thing that I want to encourage people. Like, I'm not saying take a loss, but there's nothing wrong with selling stuff. Like, even if you upcharge 10, 20%, sure, you know, take a little bit of profit. But like, if we help each other out, like, you never know when that person is going to be able to repay a favor. You know, like, Mike did me a solid. So I would like to think that hopefully I did him a solid and I gave him the Sonic, what was it called? Or not Sonic, the shell, oh gosh, it's escaping me. The GWP, whatever, the little, the spiny shell. I got one from the insider drop. I used a couple points and I just gave it to Mike, you know, because I want him to know that I really appreciate what he did for me. So I think we need to just maybe get into that mindset, like actually be a community and not just be like, oh, I have this set, you know, it's worth $1,000, but for you, $950. Like, no, let's help people out. Like, because you never know when that good karma is going to swing back your way. Love these live drop streams, John. Congrats on 10K. Surely it'll only be a couple of weeks till 20K. Not if I can't read like that. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate you so much. You guys are so optimistic. Guys, it's gonna be a while. Like, it just took us a year to get to 10K. Let's just enjoy it. Like, that's the other thing too. Like, when you make a mountain and then you get to the top of that mountain, like, let's just enjoy being here. Like, I don't want to make another mountain for us to climb. Like, we met our 2026 goal. Every single subscriber and view that we get for the rest of the year is gravy. 20K is going to be the 2027 goal. So 2027, hopefully we'll get to 20K. And then, you know, if we get there, we'll celebrate. I appreciate everybody's optimism. Thank the Lord, Slapshot is down to earth and reasonable. I think we need more reasonable people. You know, there's nothing wrong with being reasonable. Resellers are 100% by Bricklink. LMO, what is this guy talking about? You might not have been talking to many resellers these days, because most resellers have pulled out of Bricklink, or if they're still into Bricklink, they're not making much money. The Joust BDP Series 10 looks amazing. I agree. I'm excited for the Joust. I'm actually, I already got some video ideas for this one in mind. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited for Mocker Mommy. 100% deserved it. I don't know who Rudy is. You're growing like crazy. I predict the month of May will easily let you get all of the Series 8 you want. Well, I appreciate that. Here's the thing, though. I just want to say this. Like, regardless of our growth and success, this is not going to turn into like, oh, let's say we have a really good month in like August or whatever. It's like, all right, let's say we blow it out of the water, right? I'm not going to go to the Lego store on September 1st and be like, hey, $3,000 haul. Like, no, like Joanne and I are very strategic about what we buy. We're also working really hard because the money that we're bringing into the channel, you know, we still need to put up tables for the city. We still would like to put a bathroom here in the garage so that we can work here in the studio for long extended periods of time without having to go back to the house. I want to make a nice little area for Sophia with her playpen. We want to get a mini fridge in here. So, you know, a nicer couch. We have a couch, but we want to get a nicer couch. We want to get a little TV set up, a little workout area. So there's still a lot of upgrades that we want to do. Oh, we still want to get more of these white shelving units. I have a couple, but I don't even have enough shelves for each one of the units. So we got a lot of upgrades to do here in the studio as well. So that's why I'm also working hard to bring in some extra revenue. I need to upgrade my camera because my camera he's hanging in there, but he's probably only got a few months left. So that's another reason why we're working so hard. It's not just like, all right, I'm working really hard, we're getting all this money, now we're just going to spend it all on Lego at full price. Like, no, we're still going to be hunting for deals. We're still going to be making a budget, and we're still going to be down to earth and realistic about this hobby, no matter where the channel goes. And we're also going to be doing more giveaways. If we continue to grow and we continue to bring in some extra revenue, if you guys keep killing it with the super thanks, then I'm just going to keep racking up the giveaways every time we do, a live stream with you guys. I appreciate it, Mr. Fluffy. Trust me, last couple weeks have been interesting, but you can't do YouTube unless you have thick skin. That's just where we're at. So I resell and buy BDP. Oh, okay. That's great, Brick Agent. Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. So see a lot of people fighting. When should we accept or expect cancellation or the shipping email? You should get it in the next 24 hours. 100%. Step 1, merge my account with BDP. Hey, there you go, Jeffrey. That is step 1. That's a great step 1. I'll be watching and learning because I see that the locomotive can be motorized. Yes, please. Yeah, the locomotive is really nice. We have a lot of trains, so that's why we're passing on that one. I have to be selective now with just train sets in general, because I do want to have quite a few trains going around our city. I also want to figure out, I shouldn't say this yet because I don't want anyone to take the idea. We got some really cool ideas for the city. Do you get insider points on these? You do. Yeah. I flip Lego to buy Lego, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you I sell extra GWPs here and there, and if I can get 20-30 bucks, I just roll it into my next Lego order. I use Rakuten, so I get the cash back, and I rack up the cash back, and I use that for more Lego. You guys just saw me flash. We have 22,000 insider points. I save up the insider points and put it towards Lego sets. 100%. If you are somebody who can find a little way in the hobby to make some extra money, and it can continue to fund your hobby without having to dip into your savings account, that is smart. Go for it. What I don't think is smart is just people coming into the hobby and then spending thousands of dollars and then sitting on the product, not enjoying the product, not even caring about the product, and then just waiting until the product gets to a certain price point on the aftermarket to then flip, reap those profits, and then just recycle and repeat. That I just don't think is your best use of time here in the Lego community. But people still do it. People still make a profit. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody is entitled to collect the way they want to collect. The only thing that I ask in our comments section and on our live streams is just respect everybody. Respect everybody and be professional, and that's it. Wouldn't mind the Space Cafe, but the Tintin comes first. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Jimmy. Is an out-of-stock email normal, or does that mean I missed out? No, it's not. That is normal. That's not... you didn't miss out. You probably got it. Just wait for the shipping confirmation between, before you celebrate. I'm a builder. I will sell the ones I don't collect for way cheaper on Facebook to buy more if I run out of space past the joy. There you go. I love hearing that. That is awesome. That would be a great video. Yeah, absolutely. No. No, Ryan can't have my Star Wars bust. Nah, I don't want to see it on Whatnot. Lego can make sure everyone enjoys the hobby and creativity of the artist by making sets available every couple of years by re-releasing, just like they did with the Millennium Falcon. I mean, they kind of already do that. I mean, they just released the sets similar. So, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Lego cared about their community. Oh man, now we're getting dicey here. They would have announced the Kanto box would have actually been given out on release day after they screwed up when they opened pre-orders. People wouldn't have spent. That's 100% true, but they want your money, and they want your money as much as possible. So they're not going to give you a heads up. That's why my video was taken down a couple days ago. So yeah. I just got a status update saying the item is out of stock after my order was confirmed. That is normal. 100% normal. Slapshot Bricks is everything a Lego ambassador should be, building and supporting the community and the brand. And I appreciate that, Chris. That really means a lot. And I'm trying to be, I would like to find a different term, but the term ambassador means that. You're supposed to bridge the gap between different areas of a community, just like a ambassador bridges the gap between two countries, you know, and finding solutions and being diplomatic. Like that's exactly what I want to be. I don't want to be an ambassador through the Lego Ambassador program, but I want to be a positive figure that people can look up to in the community, and I want to bridge the community together. So between, you know, Whatnot sellers and Bricklink sellers and other YouTubers and TikTokers and, you know, BDP fan designers and all different corners of the community, I want people to see that there's a lot of people doing some great stuff. You know, rebrickable designers, like all these people out there that are doing great things. That's why I try to shout out and highlight as many people. Like in my cars video the other day, we shouted out Bricky Prints, the fantastic custom sticker company. You know, Austin designed the custom Mack truck. Brick Racer Speedway, good friend of mine now on Instagram, amazing dude that I've been following for years. He helped me redesign the back of the truck. You know, we also had the designer of the tuner cars, High Peak Brick. Like, look at all the people that helped me just to make that one video. That is just one example of, I think, a lot of good that we can do here in the community by just highlighting all these other people that are doing such fantastic things. So there's plenty to go around. Like there's so many good people in this community. There's so many views. There's so many, you know, subscribers. Like there's a lot to go around. So if you are considering starting a channel, please do, because I think this community is amazing and it's huge. And if you don't like my content, if you don't like me, that's completely okay. Like you can go watch other channels too. You're like, I encourage you to go watch other channels. Like you should get as much perspective on Lego as possible because we all do different things. I really wanted to put out that Pokemon video last month of showing you guys how to, you know, rebuild the Kanto box GWP and the mini Pokemon Center insider reward. I just didn't get around to it, but I'm sure other people did, and that's great. If I had money, I would buy some sets and sell them for some prize just for people who are late. Maybe I have too good of a heart. No, people do that. There's literally people doing that. So, but I think that's great that you have the aspiration to potentially do that. Enjoying your content. A lot of channels complain about Lego, and it's refreshing to just have somebody talk about versus complain about it. I appreciate that, Jeffrey. And you know, I'm not above criticism. Like I've complained. Like I think Lego Star Wars prices in particular are kind of out of control. But I think that overall, if you look at things from a positive approach, you can see a lot more good than bad. Like just exactly what I just mentioned. Like Lego Star Wars prices are out of control, right? Okay, well, guess what? I'm going to wait for a sale. I'm going to wait for double points. I'm going to wait for GWPs. I'm going to figure out a way around that. And it could be because of my life experiences. But if you see a problem, I think we need to just attack it with a different mentality instead of being like, oh, man, the Bricklink Designer Program set's sold out. Like, this sucks. I'm never going to own this set. Like, yeah, if you are negative and you have that mindset, you are never going to own that set. But there's other ways around it. Just like there's multiple ways to build a Lego set, there's multiple ways to, you know, attack life and solve problems. I see a lot of people getting the currently out of stock email. It's not, nope, that's not the same as cancellation. You will know. You will get like a big email that says your order has been canceled. You will know. You will 100% know. Could we get a video maybe on how the Bricklink market works? That's a great, it's a great idea. I can definitely put something together, especially when I'm making Bricklink orders. I was trying to put together actually a video surrounding that. It's going to take a lot of research. I started it, but it's a lot. There's a lot of content on my plate. But long story short, yes, we will definitely get something together. Unless you're buying Bricklink for investment, just scratch, build it yourself. Yeah, I mean, enjoy it. Like, just if you see the set, you like it, buy it, enjoy it. Takes just one viral video to get to 1 million. Yeah, the Mack truck is almost at 200,000 views. Didn't expect that. That was pretty crazy. Mine says in Depot. Do you think there's a chance of it getting canceled? Yes, there is always a chance of it getting canceled. That's why I like to say I hope you grow substantially, because I think a great community is worth much more than a huge community. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Colin, you hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of people who start in the space, and I think they have aspirations to get to like 100K, 500K, $1 million, right? And that's great. Like dream big, and you know what they say, like shoot for the moon and you'll reach the sky or something. But here's the thing: like we make manageable goals to hit because you know, I think it's really important to just stay focused on your content and focused on the community. And that's kind of why I've strayed away from shorts, because if I make a couple shorts that do well and they blow up and they get like millions of views, and then all of a sudden like our channel just like blows up out of control and we have all these new subscribers, it's going to be a little bit overwhelming, and it's going to be hard for me to keep up with the comments, and it's going to be hard for me to recognize names and get to know people. So I hope the channel just continues to grow at a manageable pace, so that way Joanna and I can get to know you guys. We can have streams like this where we recognize names. We start, learning about you guys. Like, what do you like to collect? Oh, I know this person likes this. Stuff like that. I think that's more healthy for social media. Yeah, of course. It'd be super cool. It'd be like, oh man, I just dropped this video and now we have like 500,000 subscribers. But when you think about it, like even just having 10,000 subscribers, like, can you imagine walking outside and 10,000 people being on your front lawn? It's a lot of people. So I think it can get overwhelming for certain creators. And that's why, like, when certain people grow too quickly, you sometimes see them burn out. And I don't want to burn out. I want to take this nice and slow, manageable pace. If there's other channels that start after us and they pass us in subscribers, well, then good for them. That means they're doing something right. And that could be the right path for them. But that's not the right path for Joanna and I, because we have a lot of Lego, as most of you guys have probably seen in this garage. We have aspirations to build a big city. We have aspirations to do a lot of things, but slow and steady wins the race. It's the silly little folk tale with the tortoise and the hare, right? Slow and steady wins the race. We want to be doing this for the next 10 to 30 years or however long we can. We're not in this just for a quick buck and then you'll never see us again. We want to be here for the long haul. Did you see Lego leaks? What stuff is your favorite? I'm super ecstatic over the new city sets. 100%. You got an out of stock email. Out of stock email is completely normal. If anyone wants to trade a spiny shell for my extra taqueria, I do that. I've been hoping for another restock since I missed it the first time. Hey, Mary, that's a great offer up right there. Somebody might take you up on that. That's true. Alex never complains about the couch. Yep, absolutely. Scaring me in here about all those cancellation emails. They may come, they may not. Don't freak out. It's not the end of the world if your order gets canceled. So, yeah, Sleepless Night, fantastic designer. Oh man, you guys are amazing. I need to hop off and make sure the baby's okay and go check on Joanna. But I really appreciate you guys being in here. This is the last one I'll mention from Never Ask. Are you planning on getting the Lord of the Rings Minas Tirith? What are your thoughts on that set? From the pictures I saw, it looks amazing. We're not Lord of the Rings. We're not big on Lord of the Rings. So no, I think it's going to be a pass from us. But I'm excited for everybody else who is excited for that set. It's not a cheap one. So I'm sure we'll be discussing it in terms of like buying strategy here on the channel. But we will not be picking that one up. We have so many more giant sets that we have our eyes set on. But yeah, thank you guys for an incredible live stream. You guys are amazing. I'm super excited for everybody who was successful. Hopefully there's not too many cancellations this afternoon / evening, but yeah, you guys are the best. If you haven't caught up on any of our previous videos, definitely make sure to do so. Wednesday is going to be a big May the 4th Star Wars deal update video that you definitely don't want to miss. I think it's going to be pretty critical for a lot of people who are looking to go for some Star Wars sets. So thank you guys for all the support. Truly incredible. Thank you for 10K. All the 10K giveaways are officially in the mail. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. This was a very exciting drop. So as always, don't stop shooting until you score. And we'll see you guys very soon.